To wrap all of this up, let's go through all of these KPIs for evaluating an artist and brand partnership. Brand and artist alignment. This was a very natural extension of both the Wednesday Universe and the Gaga Mayhem campaign and tour. This is an evaluation that you look at aesthetics, you look at fan bases and overlaps between them. This is a check. Reach and awareness. This is evaluating by the numbers. So what is the size of the overall audience? On the Netflix side, this is their number one show with over 50 million viewers in the first week of its launch. And then on the Gaga side, she has over 835 million monthly listeners just on YouTube. So both sides will see this as advantageous. While the Netflix reach is probably a bit lower than Gaga will have, they go deeper with their audience because the fans invest so much time into a show. So the connection that they'll have to that exposure is different than if you listen to a song for an artist on Spotify, for example. Engagement and impact. This is evaluating what are the touch points within the campaign itself for the fans, for the audience. Can they be a part of whatever it is that you've done? In this case, there was a TikTok challenge for the dance. The dance was included in the show. So it was a natural extension of the music, the show, and the artist. I think that they achieved that pretty well. Business and ROI, that's talking about the data, that's talking about what else can you leverage around the partnership, which Gaga's team did extremely well. Creative and execution, this has to do with how well things turned out. In the case here, you have Lady Gaga and Netflix, two extremely well-resourced teams, you're gonna get great product. The execution, I'd also like to point out that their timeline incorporated many different elements, including the VMAs, including performances on late night, and all of this was timed the same week or within the same week as the show release. They are mutually beneficial. And then risk and reputation, this has to do with what are the other factors that go into the perception of the partnership. So will people see this as the artist selling out? Will the brand see this as risky because the artist could go off the cuff and say something on social that won't be aligned with their mission? In this case, both Gaga and Netflix are very brand safe. There's probably tons of overlap between their teams of how they approach their career, as well as the intention they put into their work. How would you rate this artist partnership? Would you give it a 10 out of 10 like I would? Or do you think that there's criticism that maybe I missed? Let me know.